with a veteran pilot on the Stars and Stripes.
Crew, repeat that.
Do you want us to come chase?
Yeah, 10-4. I don't think we're going to make it back to the field. We've been coming up since the mid-'80s. The Spirit of Boise is the third iteration. It started Balloons Over the Boys out of the Southwest Idaho Fairgrounds in the 80s. Then in the 90s, it was the River Festival. And then Scott and Lori took it over, and we've been flying here for years as part of Spirit of Boise. When I went for my first ride, I fell in love with it. It took me a couple months. I got my pilot's license and then my commercial license, and the rest is history. We've been flying all over the world. Where's the favorite place to fly? It's when I'm in the balloon flying. So I'm looking forward. Everything else is historic. I can look at pictures and say, that was a neat place to fly, but where's the neatest place? The next time I'm piloting, wherever the balloon's going to be in the air.
Okay.
Today, the neatest place to fly is Boise.
Yeah.
Other than the sound of the burners, the blast valve, it is just calm, it's peaceful.
Yeah.
You're floating on a cloud. There's no motion, there's no turbulence. The world moves around us, and today the sky is filled with color.
Yeah.
Ballooning is a passion. Now you notice I'm dropping down, see that green field?
Yes.
If we can get there, that's where we're going to land.
All right, awesome.
You know, it's interesting, you're a weather person. So I can't tell you what the weather's going to be tomorrow or the next day, but if I can't, with a very accurate understanding of the weather for a 3-hour or 2-hour window, I get in trouble. So as a balloonist, I have to be able to read weather patterns and know what's going to happen from the time we launch for the next hour or two. We've got to be pretty accurate.
Yeah.
And so we learn to read your weather charts, the pressure gradient charts, and all the same things that you guys look at. We look at it to tell, are we going to have good weather?
This week's Love Your Neighborhood is Circus Vision Collective in Boise, where a trapeze class is helping people discover fitness, fun, and a new view of what they can do.
Hop, jump, feet in front. Yes, beautiful. That's it. That was a really good takeoff position.
Oh, yeah.
I started aerial right out of high school with a modern dance company that I danced with in Portland, and then moved here and actually met Katie.
So
Okay.
I'm swinging as well. We're trying to sync up our swings.
And Katie and I started training, and she like re-taught me everything / taught me way more. There came a point where I was like, I don't want to do anything but this. And so I was just like, circus is the only thing that I'm thinking about looking at, constantly watching videos. And so it kind of was just like, I guess we're going to be Circus Vision because that's the only thing we see.
Yep, so make sure you're nice and tight here and then hands off, arch and reach.
We have had to overcome a lot of struggles this year. And we went from losing our facility 4 days before Christmas to April 1st, we were open and running.
There's a lot of freedom to be found past your fears.
Ready!
It definitely is exhilarating. It's oddly addicting. Like, it's that fear base that gets your like blood going, like this huge arc of like fear and success.
Yes, that was so good.
It's people are just constantly impressed with what they can do, even on their first day, and that is something that as a instructor is infectious.
Awesome.
You definitely just have to trust, but I feel like this is a good like life lesson too, because you just kind of throw yourself and trust in the process.
Getting just comfortable up there makes it like easier to do other things that are scary. Such a roller coaster, and it's the most addicting feeling I've ever had.
This is full send all the time.
Nothing really vibed as well as it does here in the Treasure Valley. And I've really made it a home and found a family here that I haven't had in the past. But it really is just like that group of people that are willing to try new things is a lot different than it has been in other locations for me.
This week's Love Your Neighborhood, my friend Bloom and I are going to tell you about how you can get a custom hat located right here in the Treasure Valley from Indian Creek Hat Company.
Well, my name is Nikki, and I own Indian Creek Hat Company, and I am located just east of Boise in Mayfield, and I learned how to make hats how they did about 80 to 100 years ago from scratch. This is a raw hat body. That's how a hat starts out, and they go through a series of steps and processes I started this process about 3 years ago, and I had bought a custom hat. And when we left, I wanted to learn a little bit more about it, and so I kind of dove deep into the whole process, and I found my mentor, Tom, and he has been a hat maker for 40 years. He's teaching it so it doesn't die. So this goes through multiple sanding stages until it gets that really soft, buttery, smooth finish. I also steam in their head shape. Wow. Most hats these days are just made in a factory and they don't fit that great. It's just really cool that I build hats. It's the exact same way, the exact same process that they did 100 years ago. So I go through the firing process and it gets all of the fine hairs off of the felt. The hat making industry, when Tom, my mentor, learned how to make hats. Wow. It was a trade of secrets. They didn't talk amongst themselves. It wasn't shared. It's not something you can go to a trade school for.
I've never known what size my hat is.
Yeah, we'll find out. You'll know what shape it is too.
Oh gosh.
When you purchase a custom hat to make it an experience, people love to see their hat get built, and they like to know it was made, it's one of a kind, it was made, you know, by hand, and there's no other hat in the world that looks like it. So this gets like all of the bumps and shape of your head. So my goal is to build a hat that is gonna be classic and timeless, and it's gonna look good today, and it's gonna look good in 50 years. All of this is equipment that I've found, and it's about 80 to 100 years old as well. I think today everything is so fast fashion. Everything is so disposable, and it's, I think, so important to build a quality item that doesn't end up in the landfill. You know, it ends up getting passed down to the next generation. People will remember like their dad or their grandpa in that hat. It's gonna be unique to you. Unique. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make some pumpkins today.
Boise Art Glass is Boise's premier art glass blowing studio. So not only can you come and take a class and learn how to blow glass on your own from ages 8 to 98, our classes are designed at a beginner level. So your instructor will walk you through from front to back exactly what to do, and they're not gonna let you fail. We'll make sure that you take home a really awesome piece.
Now this is just wet newspaper. Before the Industrial Revolution, like if we were making cups or bowls or anything, like that's how every piece of glass was made in the world. It's like no other medium that you can work with, really. The possibilities are endless. There's fire involved in it.
We're making a marble here, Cosmic Galaxy marble. It was just something I'd always been interested in, and I found this place and started learning. I don't know, for me it's more just like almost like a meditation. It's just therapeutic.
I don't know anybody that doesn't enjoy doing this. It's usually when you get done with the class, you want to sign up for your next one, or you want to ask what the next step is, and this is a great place to do all of that.
This week's Love Your Neighborhood is Cherry Hill Farms. I'm gonna take you and show you how you can pick some farm fresh fruit and bring it right to your table at home.
This is our office. On the farm, we have closer to 200 acres, and the Rowley family has established this farm to be just a gathering place for the community.
So we have machines that come and grab the trunks and shake the tree, and then all the cherries fall down. And it's pretty cool.
Our next big event will be Cherry Days, July 18th and 19th. One of our biggest sellers is going to be our cherries.
Yeah.
Our tart cherries are huge. New this year, we just planted over 1,000 sweet cherry trees. So right now you can see all the fruit is actually growing. Everything's green right now, whereas just a month ago it was just blossoms.
Young cherries just starting to come out and turn color. You see them starting to turn color there. Each of these trees will probably grow about 100 pounds or so.
Wow.
Of cherries.
So I grew up on this farm.
Okay.
My grandpa purchased the farm in Santaquin, and then now we've expanded into these areas. As his kids grew up, we've just needed more ground to keep more people onto the farm.
So these are the little apples right now?
These are the little apples right now, yep.
Aww, they're so cute.
I've been on this farm for 13 years. I enjoy being able to have my kids involved and come out and work with us. That's probably the best thing for me.
A lot of the time we don't need very many employees to come pick the rest of the farm because we like to invite the community out. That way you're getting the freshest fruit possible. You get to pick it straight from the tree here. We want to keep Caldwell as much farmland as possible. And the Rowley family has built a great foundation for that here on Cherry Hill Farms.
This week's Love Your Neighborhood, we're taking you to a very secret hidden spot in downtown Boise, Gatsby's Mistletoe Magic, where this year's theme is Harry Potter.
Password?
Hufflepuff? Follow along.
And welcome to Gatsby's Mistletoe Magic.
We're at Gatsby Speakeasy, downtown Boise. You know, every year we change it up. So this year with Harry Potter, of course, all the drinks are themed with it.
This is our buzzed butterbeer.
I grew up in the business my whole life. Shoot, I've got it tattooed on me. I always wanted to open up a speakeasy because, you know, my dad grew up in the business a long time ago. And so we searched for a long time. But for us, if we were going to do a speakeasy, we want to do it authentically, being 1920s, the passcode, the flapper dresses, crystal chandeliers, the whole thing. So if we were going to do a speakeasy, we were going to do it right.
So this is supposed to be a mine shaft because in the 1920s, a lot of people were storing all their illegal alcohol in these abandoned mine shafts. That way no one would find them.
You know, at the end of the day, we're storytellers, right? That's what we are. And so we're trying to really take people to a place and a time that a lot of us, probably most of us, have never been. In regards to Mistletoe Magic, that's what it's called, right? It has gotten its own kind of following. Let's say people wait and try to book out almost a year in advance.
Incendia.
You know, we try to be a destination for people to create memories.
It's like we're camping.
We want to be a thread in the community. So hopefully they've come in, they've felt our Christmas jolly spirit, they've gotten involved in the theme, and they go away, you know, with true memories that they can lean back into in the future.
And this is our Jean Harlow. Nice little raspberry sour. Look, first try, right?
Leave all your worries at the door, come in, have a fantastic time, and, you know, and feel in the Christmas spirit.
And that's a wrap on this week's Love Your Neighborhood. We are at 10 Mile Farms, located right here in Meridian, where all the fun fall activities have kicked off, including this corn maze behind me. We're going to time ourselves and see how long it takes us.
You're going to come here and get a little dirty. And this is our field of pumpkins. We've got an old tractor down there. It is our first year this year. We had a small piece of farmland here that a friend of mine owns, and he didn't really want to farm it anymore. He didn't know what to do with it. And I said, why don't you let me try to do something with it? This is our corn pit. It's rolled corn, so it's rolled whole corn. And it's from Big D Ranch. Yep, that's the slide. It's 35 feet long. You have to climb up the back, up a bunch of bales. Took like 120 bales to make. And you can slide down. It gets going quite fast. Kids really enjoy that. All of these pumpkins that people see, they can buy any of them. We brought them in from an Idaho farm down in Hagerman. Small businesses are the backbone of our society. People, even who live around this area, that just jump in and want to help. Have a local neighbor that let me use his old truck for setting up photos. The wine barrels are from a local winery in Caldwell. There's a lot of people that want to see you succeed. And this is the entrance to our maze. This is our map. It's got the outline of the state of Idaho. It says here we have Idaho in the middle. The GPS talked to the software, which has the maze design, which talked to the planter, which told the corn planter where to plant seeds and where not to. So we actually grew the maze up from the ground. We have some agricultural signage and explains how plants grow, and we've just seen the growth in the valley and really the separation that a lot of people in Treasure Valley have from agriculture now. This used to be a very agricultural area. There used to be a milk cow on literally every corner. We're just seeing that lessen with all the population that's increasing here in the valley. So we want to make something where people can come in and have fun, enjoying agriculture, getting a little bit of dirt on them and a little bit of the farm life experience.
My instinct says to go this way.
I want people who might not otherwise have opportunities to see these things to come out and be able to experience them.
Hallelujah. And that's a wrap on this week's Love Your Neighborhood. It took me and Lindsay 44 minutes to complete the 2.6 mile maze. If you think you can beat that time, go ahead, send in your times, and also take some photos and send them in on idahonews6.com. Right here in Meridian, 10 Mile Farms, Sophia Cruz, Idaho News 6.